Healing brain injury naturally with Chinese medicine. That's going to be the talk of my upcoming continuing education course. I'm a licensed acupuncturist practicing in McMinnville in Portland, Oregon, focusing on TBI, traumatic brain injury, PTSD, and post-stroke symptoms. So with this course, what we're going to go over is basics of neuroanatomy, neuropathology, so what brain regions are, what those functions are, and what each region's function is. And then should somebody sustain an injury to a particular area, what that looks like. So what a frontal lobe injury looks like versus a temporal lobe injury and symptoms that may arise from that. We're going to talk about prevalence and causes. Over 1.7 million people a year sustain a brain injury from a lot of different causes. So we'll talk about a lot of that so that you have those resources. And then we're going to go into how Chinese medicine specifically can help facilitate the healing process. So I'm going over some of the new fMRI studies that are coming out, showing direct correlation between stimulation of an acupuncture point and stimulation or activation of a particular brain region, as well as general functions of anti-inflammatory effects and increased blood flow, cerebral blood flow, things like that. We'll go into Chinese herbal medicine, specific herbs that also have functions on brain regions or the brain, and which ones to choose when and which ones to avoid when. We'll go a little bit into potential drug-herb interactions that can be especially important when working with somebody with a brain injury. And then we'll go into symptoms that tend to come up. So we'll go over some physical symptoms, everything from chronic pain, neuralgia, nausea, vomiting, dizziness. Fatigue is a very common one. Then we'll go into mental emotional concerns that can come up, emotional lability. Some people are very prone to anger, or there can be personality changes that occur, to depression, anxiety, PTSD, and correlates when those are compounded together, brain injury and PTSD, which can be a very common thing, and how to work with that. Then we'll talk a little bit about specific populations, so working with kids, pediatrics who have sustained a brain injury, how that varies from treating adults, different approaches that somebody might want to take, and specifics as far as working with military populations and relevant information there that may be helpful when working with that population. Then we'll kind of round it out, going over dietary things, dietary recommendations that may be made and help facilitate the healing process as well, and the role of exercise, how important that is to brain function and brain healing as well as rest. And so this course is going to be offered the third week in January of 2018 in McMinnville, Oregon. Hope to see you all there. And if you have any questions, a lot of information is available on my website, www.healingbraininjurynaturally.com. You can send me an email through that. You can also send an email directly to healingbraininjurynaturally@gmail.com, or you can comment on the video, and I'll see what I can do about answering that for you. Thank you.